welcome. So good
Hi.
to have you. So good to have you. Before we actually get deep dive into what's happening in the marketing segment, how are the marketing budgets getting dispersed, I would want to know what are some of the big milestones you have in your journey so far.
Okay, so as far as my career is spanning across different industries, I've
Mm-hmm.
worked with bankings, I've worked with airports, now I'm working with freight forwarding firms. So the big milestones in my career is the recent one, which I have managed 150 years of our company's inception program, which was of 365 days, 1 year program, which was managed at my own level from for India and Bangladesh, which encapsulates various events. Something extraordinary. We have given around 78,000 Snickers to all the employees across the world.
Mm-hmm.
So, in which India and Bangladesh constitutes around 3,000 odd people.
Huge.
So,
Huh?
so we have specifically designed Adidas Snickers for that, for them, and also various inceptions into internal as well as external events, because it's 150-year celebration which we have done across for marketing, various new initiatives in terms of media buying, in terms of public relations, which we have done and promoted the company extensively.
Good
So
to
that
know.
is one of the recent highlights. And the second one I would like to mention is about the launch of Terminal 3 in Delhi International Airport, where the entire program of marketing was done by me and my team at that moment of time, which was way back in 2011.
Good to
That are
know.
two major highlights which I would like to showcase.
Good to know. Good to know. Can we speak a little more about how digital is taking the center stage? How are spends being dispersed between the legacy media channels, let's say TV, print, radio, so and so forth? But how are companies now more focusing on digital?
Uh, I would like to make slight correction in your remarks that digital is not a new thing which has come up. Digital
That's true.
was there since its inception,
True.
whether it in the form of email marketing or SMS marketing. Now it has evolved to the next gen or the millennial space in the middle, and which includes real-time data capturing, targeting advertising based upon demographic interest of the consumers, and also about data analytics, which is taking place, and to reach and accessibility of the marketeers to the tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5 cities of India is much more better because of internet, social media, which just keeps on coming up. Every person has a mobile now.
That's
So
true.
in order to
Higher
reach
penetration, yeah.
in order to reach a consumer which is down south, I'm sitting in a metro city, but reach down south at the grassroots level,
Has become easier, right?
it's become easier because just a click of a mobile you can
In a
reach
couple
to
of
them.
seconds, yeah.
And this is for the millennials, but
True.
now the Gen Z people who are talking about, as the famous word goes about. So in Gen Z, you already know that there is new trends which is coming up. Chat GPT and AI, everybody knew about, and the various voice search platforms like Amazon Echo, Google Home, etc. So these are already coming up, and with the inception of 5G technology in India, now the reach to mobile advertising, it can be much more curated and much more specified to the targeting audiences, and not to forget the Instagram age
True.
of which is being used by various celebrities, top shots, business, non-business people across the world for promoting. So these are the Gen Z trends of marketing. Which
Could you
just keeps on
somehow
coming up.
specifically share some of the, I mean, if not specific numbers, but ratio of what's going into print and legacy media?
Digital advertising and digital marketing, what from my perspective is a very cost-effective method. Right, these days to post on a social media and make it on a reach is very phenomenal. Search engine optimization, search engine marketing is very cost-effective method. But still, if you go for the offline medium like the print advertising or the print magazines, it is still expensive comparison to digital. But still, if you want to make a comparison, I think so 60% goes still in print and 40% goes still in digital. But digital is a cost-effective method, and it's
So it
going
gives
to the
you
next trend.
higher ROI, huh?
Yes.
Good to know. Good to know. We talked about technology a little, but how are you looking at Gen AI coming into play and kind of impacting the relationship between the company, agencies, the CMO's role? How will generative AI, let's say, any advanced tech that's coming in, let's say ChatGPT, how will it kind of impact the relationship between the three, and also kind of it will take over kind of redundant tasks that's been done, but we know that it cannot replace humans. It cannot replace the intuitiveness, the gut power, the sense, the point of view. But what's your take on it? How will it impact the relationship between the company and the agencies?
Initial impact, it will be massive because of the impact that people are adopting these kinds of trends of using chat gpt and less on the existing methods of vendors, advertisers, event agencies or creative, because there are platform of AI which is in abundance. So they are using it extensively, and it is taking some dent to these kinds of agencies and small time marketers companies which is presently involved. But in the long run, they will still benefit because it's just a initial adoption stage of the AI methods which the people are adopting to. But at the end of the day, what I feel is that the existing platform which is there of the event agencies creativity will still exist because of the intuitiveness, as you really
True.
mentioned, and the human touch and the human effect.
But
Because
well, they will need to enhance their what should I say, the operations drastically.
they, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, good to know. What, in your point of view, this is a very, very different question,
Yes.
but in your point of view, how can CMOs kind of contribute towards environmental sustainability?
CMO's role in environmental sustainability is growing by the age, and it is being required because this is a necessity of the organization and the necessity of the various roles across the organization, whether it is HR, whether it is finance, whether it is marketing, whether it is sales. Sustainability is that kind of a role which needs to be adapted across the organization, and it should be a kind of a key strategic initiative for every organization year on year, because that is the only way to sustain the organization, sustain the role, sustains the various initiatives which the companies are taking on and off.
Good to know, good to know. Just before you go away, one final question. How would, in your opinion, this award can add value to your professional life going forward?
Well, this award can add much more into my professional life because it's a kind of a recognition platform for from a famous organization, Business World, and I would also like to thank the jury also for selecting me into that. But at the end, this it's a kind of a recognition which gives a boost to a marketer to give its best and to work still upon the new and innovative strategies for marketing so as to bring something new, because from marketers what is expected out of is that they will bring every time a new thing to the table. So it's a kind of a boost to the and morale of the person who is winning that.
Good to know. Congratulations once again.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much for joining in. Thank you.